everyone, and welcome to Lal Nutrition. My name is Michelle Lal, and I'm a holistic nutritionist. So this week, I wanted to talk about body image, and sort of the reasoning for me to want to talk about it is my son is turning 2 soon, in a couple of weeks, and I remember when he was born, a few weeks after that, I started to feel really down about my body, and I'm sure this is really common among new mothers. Your body has gone through such transformation and change. The trigger for me and not feeling great in my body was that I wasn't really able to move around, or I was told not to, and now looking back I'd probably do things differently, but it was the middle of winter, I was in the house, I couldn't move my body, so I didn't I didn't feel good in it, and just having the feelings of stagnation and feeling stuck, that didn't really help me. And so when you're in that space, just mentally, you're gonna start seeing your body even more exaggerated as it's not doing what, looking the way you want it to. You are, maybe for whatever reason, you're being really overly critical. And that wasn't the first time I felt that way about my body. I have, when I was younger, as a teenager, in my early 20s, I felt like that. And I remember, just being really critical, and I found this exercise in this book called Self-Esteem. This book is sold. And I remember doing it, and I know that's what really helped me to open my mind to what I actually look like, and having, it's actually called an accurate self-assessment. And so essentially what I did, and what the exercise is, and it's for different parts you can have for your personality, your relationship, but I'm just going to focus on the physical. You go through your whole body, starting from your face to your toes, and you write a description of yourself. So you could say, like for me, I have long black hair. I have large lips, or then I could say I have, a fat belly, or something like that. Or my thighs are too big. I have huge thighs. So as you go through the list, you're going to start to put, the next step is to put a plus or minus next to the most accurate description. And what happens is that when you look through the list and you see long black hair, that's accurate, that's clear. My hair is long, it's black, it's hair. But if you said, I have a fat belly, okay, so that's more of an emotional triggering word. So you can write down the actual size of your waist. So I have a 40-inch waist, or 30, whatever the size is. And so, as you go through the description, you start changing it. So from huge thighs, you can say, really look at your thighs. I have muscular thighs. Or you actually can measure your thighs. So you're getting a number value. You're just dissociating. It's detaching from these emotionally charged words. So when you write down the description in a more clear, realistic way. So essentially what you're doing, when you have this concept of it, you exaggerate to yourself these flaws that you see, or these parts of you that you don't necessarily like or want to see, or you want it to change. You exaggerate it. So maybe your belly, you think it's huge, and then you really measure it and you're like, it's not that big, or maybe it is that big. So what? You've written down the actual accuracy of what it is, instead of putting an emotionally charged word with it. So you're detaching from it and just looking at it. Once you're able to do that, then you start looking for the strengths, or sort of special things about those body parts. So if you were to say, I have a large stomach, and you just had a baby, or you had children, you can say, this part of my body expanded to house a human. That's an amazing thing. So that's the strength of this body part. And by acknowledging or you have muscular thighs that get you from A to B, you can lift heavy things, and you just write about the positive things about, or the attributes, the strengths about each body part. And then once you have that, you create a paragraph or a page, and you read that to yourself every night. I would say for at least a month, and you just keep going until it just becomes this is your accurate view of yourself. And when you do that and you start coming back to what you're really seeing instead of when you're emotionally charged, things can be exaggerated. And so you want to detach from the emotional charge of it by looking at it as accurately as possible. And so I think this can then help you with acceptance. And acceptance doesn't mean you necessarily like something about yourself or you won't change it. Acceptance means you're here with it now, and then you can move forward. So if you don't like that your waist, your belly looks a certain way, you can do exercises, you can strengthen it even more. And it's coming from a place of acceptance and not a place of criticism or hate. And so when you're able to do that, you will see your body shifting. I did this exercise and, after doing it for a while, I got to a point where I realized how much these voices were echoing in my head about how I wanted to look, what's, size I wanted to be, and I just didn't know what I wanted my body to look like and the size and the weight. Did I really know based on someone's calculation or something out there? No, my body knew what was best for it. And I just had this point where I said, I want to be what's healthy for my body. So I started eating healthier. I started doing as many healthy things as possible. I just made the decision that I was not going to, count calories, look at, fat, whatever, put just good nourishing foods into my body that my body needed and start listening to it. And my body started to really shift. And the way I looked at exercise shifted because I just did it for movement to make my body feel good. I shifted the way I ate and chose things that made me feel good, feel healthy, feel strong, feel vibrant, not weighted down, not lethargic. And that was really just accepting myself and getting to the point of knowing what was best for my body, because we're all individual. That really helped me. And it changed, it shifted the way I looked and shifted so many things. And now I don't necessarily, I would say no one is perfect, but those moments are so much more fleeting now that I've done that exercise, and I go back to it and I listen to myself and do what works for me. So I hope this video, that's sort of the wrap up of it. Doing the exercise really creates acceptance, and then you can move forward and make healthier choices for yourself. So I hope this video has helped you. Please be sure to like it, please share it, please subscribe, and if you have any questions or comments, please be sure to leave a comment or you can email me, and I look forward to sharing more with you. I hope this video really helps you to start looking at your body in a different way for more acceptance, and looking at your own individual health and beauty as opposed to comparing it to something externally to you. So I look forward to talking to you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.